Imagine standing on the edge, where every direction is a mix of fear and possibility. That was me 8 years ago. I'm here today to take you through the leap of faith. The hard times that we took at Perx and that we experienced, not only surviving one major crisis, but 3. This story is not about my survival. It's about taking you through the chronicle of all the thriving of the odds that we went through. And it's about the vision many thought impossible and turning that into a relentless drive for innovation and resilience. Early on, through the thick of all of this, someone challenged me with, "Why don't you just quit?" That was from my then husband. Those words could not have knocked me down, but rather they actually sparked something inside of me. And that started and ignited an incredible journey for my personal and professional reinvention. As if sunsetting one company and restarting another wasn't hard enough, my personal life was a mess. I was overwhelmed with doubts, and my marriage was crumbling. It was like spinning plates. One wrong move sends everything crashing down. Refounding a company is a monumental task, filled with tough decisions and significant risks. I was confronted by a messy cap table and heavy expectations. But the thought of walking away from a company and also ruining my hard-earned reputation was unthinkable. So I pressed on. I navigated layoffs, really negotiating complex shareholders, and going through a lot on my own, and also buying out original founders, all within the first few months of my leadership. The challenging phase led to a crucial turning point, and that was we needed to redefine our culture and core values. It was time to inject new life into our business and to the company DNA. And we thought about actually bringing Silicon Valley flexibility to Singapore, like bring your dog to work day. And this was a major, there you go. And this was a major fail as it turned not, all these ideas from different borders into, Singapore. We actually failed miserably. But despite the lighter moments, pivoting Perx from B2C to B2B was quite a daunting task. After all, shutting down one business that I was hired to turn around wasn't something that I signed up for. I was questioning whether I was making the right decisions. At the same time, my marriage was failing, and it ended up failing, and it did fail. And the question about why don't you just quit haunted me as I stood in that crossroad that would actually determine Perx's future. During that time of instability, a serendipitous invitation came my way. In 2017, I was asked to be a keynote speaker at a global tech conference in Montreal, where I would speak alongside industry heavyweights such as Snoop Dogg, Dan Ariely, the renowned behavioral scientist, and the TPG billionaire Jim Coulter, and co-founder of the top investment bank in the world. It was a chance for our startup to shine on an international stage, a true David amongst the Goliaths. Just like the company's pivot, until you stepped into that uncharted territory and discomfort, you would not know what you're capable of. And walking onto that grand 360 Cirque du Soleil inspired stage really came to a realization for me. Embracing the unknown can lead to profound determination and recognition and growth for yourself. And that experience was a testament that our work significance affirmed that our David's voice actually could resonate in the arena of Goliaths. When the pandemic hit, we faced tough decisions. Laying off people and our staff over a Zoom and video calls was one of the most emotional decisions and tasks I've ever done in my career. Not only that, but we did everything we could to actually support our team members to finding new jobs. At the same time, we were in the financial crisis, but we managed to secure at the last minute just enough funding to keep us afloat. In 2021, trying to capitalize on the buoyant market, we started to expand into the US. I spent much of my time there, but our timing was off and the market started cooling down, just as when we were just building momentum. Back in Singapore, my leadership team and my core team was falling apart, and they did not see eye to eye on a number of key initiatives. It was like watching a Jenga tower crumble piece by piece. Then in a painful twist, my personal life took another blow. I experienced a health scare, and due to the compounded stress, I thought that everything I did was under control. But my life threw another curveball at me. I kept on waking up in the middle of the night having, stabbing chest pains. And then fearing the worst, one morning, I admitted myself into the hospital ER. As luck would have it, it was a national holiday, and I was so relieved that I did not have to take time off of work. And nobody knew I was at the hospital. After a series of tests, the doctor attributed my condition to stress and recommended I actually work less and prioritize rest. I was thinking, are you kidding me? I have too many fires to contain. This health scare was a reminder of the risk of carrying all the weight of the world on my shoulders. It forced me to acknowledge that I have limits, just like everybody, and the importance of showing vulnerability. As a solo founder, my journey is an incredibly challenging, path, but I'm grateful for the trusted colleagues, investors, friends, and families that have been my pillars through the toughest times. As we navigated these roller coaster times, I discovered the importance of radical candor and strong core values. We learned to have transparent discussions about our finances, setbacks, and the toughest issues, and while recognizing still all the successes. The approach helped us foster a culture of trust that was really needed in a very diverse team of over 20 nationalities. After all of that, another key lesson was the value of succession planning and developing top talent. Initially, key departures provided so much stress to us. It's human behavior. We are very attached to those we work closely with over time. And with time and experience, we came to understand that no one is irreplaceable, and the courage to persist is crucial. It took some time to embrace those learnings, and after a series of hiring and firing mistakes, I've learned. And still, we will continue probably to make more hiring and firing mistakes. The path has been shaped by resilience, continual growth, and my relentless pursuit of the vision. As I stand here today, I am reminded by the words of Jensen Huang, the CEO and founder of NVIDIA, who said that recently in an interview, if he could do it all over again, he would not start a company. The toll it takes is too great. But what carried him on was the question, how hard can it be? Elon Musk actually referred entrepreneurship as staring into the abyss while eating glass. Yikes, I can't even visualize that. It's painful. Despite that, his purpose pushes him on to start one company after another. Regardless of the founders and the companies, the journeys may be unique, but the challenges are often similar. I am no Jensen Huang. I am no Elon Musk. But one thing is for sure, I know my mission is clear. I stand before you as evidence that a solo female founder can break through barriers and successfully build a thriving global enterprise software company out of Singapore. Now serving clients in over 15 markets and proudly profitable. Consider this. In the startup world, 90% of the businesses may not make it. But today, I encourage you to look past your fear and embrace uncertainty and recognize that it's a critical foundation to nurture growth and innovation. Take that leap of faith, carve your own path, and be the architect of that extraordinary journey. Remember, it's not just about surviving the valleys of death or the countless mistakes that we make. It's about thriving through them. As Teddy Roosevelt once said, it's not the critic who counts, but the one who steps into the arena, daring greatly. Don't let the noise discourage you. I know, it's easier said than done. And now I'll share something with you. For years, B2B SaaS was overshadowed by the B2C models. And VCs couldn't grasp the potential, and it was really hard to scale a B2B model in their lens. I was super frustrated, yet I hold on to one belief. Timing is everything. We grew slow and steady for a while. Now B2B SaaS is at the forefront. So I stand before you as proof with determination and resilience. You can defy startup odds. And if you ever find yourself questioning your path, remember my story, connect, reach out, and let's support each other in turning our visions into reality. Thank you.